Okay, so what if I told you that your whole musical career was going to get taken away from you all at once? How would you handle it? Let's talk about that today. We are profitable performers. Get out there, perform, and make some money. Way back Wednesday, that's my jingle for today. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of my profitable performers out there. I hope that you guys are doing well today. I hope you slept well last night. I hope you woke up this morning and you got a good stretch. I hope that you're okay with the daily dose of Dianna, because here it is. And I have a story that I want to share with you guys today. And I want to talk to you about something really kind of serious today. But first, let me take you way, way back. So listen, for those of you who don't know my backstory, I am married and I have 4 children. And back in about, I want to say 2008, my husband and I decided that we were ready to buy our first house. We wanted to move out of where we were and we wanted to buy, something different. And so that's what we did. We went to the bank, we got approved, and we bought our first house. And they approved us for way more than they should have, or way more than what we should have accepted, because we didn't know any better. And so anyway, we bought our first house. And a little bit into the story, a little bit into the journey, we got a random check in the mail that said, hey, you guys, here's $6,000. And, you've been overpaying into your escrow. And so just here's a refund. And we're like, cool, great. We're a young couple. We have young kids. We took it, paid off some bills, bought some extra groceries, maybe bought some diapers. And that was that. And so then a few months went by. And after a few months went by, we got another letter in the mail that said, we're sorry about that check that we sent a few months back. It was a mistake. We really didn't, you guys really didn't overpay, but we really need that money back now. And so we need you guys to send it back. And we're like, send it back? Like, it's gone. What are you talking about, send it back? Like, it's not like we just have an extra $6,000 laying around. And so they're like, no worries. We'll just tag it on to your mortgage. And so in that moment, our mortgage went from about $1,300 a month to $2,200 a month. And we're like, oh crap, what are we going to do? And so we talked with them and we negotiated, and then they were able to eventually move our mortgage down to $1,800 a month. And it was about $1,875 actually. And so we just started dying a slow death, because we still couldn't afford $1,800 a month. And, I'm at home with the kids. It would have taken my husband to have to get like 3-second jobs for us to balance everything that was coming at us in that season. So we eventually lost our home. It's a foreclosure, our first house, right? And so that felt like a humongous detour for us. We were sad, we were upset. I'm sorry, that's them doing yard work outside, so just ignore that. Anyway, it left us sad, it left us depressed, it left us frustrated, because we didn't know what we were going to be able to do from that point. But what I want to share with you guys is what happened after that. I was in school, and so I ended up taking out some of my loans from school. I also had saved a whole lot of money for an emergency. I know you guys are probably thinking, like, isn't losing your house an emergency? But for me, it was. I have to hold this money no matter what, because it's only enough for maybe 2 mortgage payments. And if I deplete this savings to pay 2 mortgage payments, then what after that? So I hold my emergency for, like, we're dying and we need a lifeboat, and that's my lifeboat. So anyway, I had that money, I had my school money, and then we had a person that loved us very much that gifted us $10,000. And so what happened is we ended up buying another house for cash. The house had originally been listed for $177,000, and we ended up buying it for $45,000 cash. And that started us on a journey of buying houses, flipping them, and selling them for more. And we did that over the past, I don't know, maybe 6 years. I don't want to give you an exact number because I don't remember it. But my point is that we've ended up in our last home where we're about mortgage free. We're about mortgage free because we started buying, fixing and flipping, buying, fixing, flipping, and then selling it. And we've done that all the way till we got to our last home, and we're about mortgage free. And so what is my point in telling my profitable performers that story this morning? This is my point. Sometimes things seem like a detour when they're a redirection. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes things seem like a detour when they are a redirection. This is what I want to tell you for your music career today. There may be some crazy stuff happening. Maybe you're in a band and it is disbanded. Maybe you were with a manager and they dropped you. Or maybe you had a dream for getting signed to a label and that fell through. I don't know what's going on in your music career. Maybe you paid money for a service. I just did that a few months ago. I paid money for a service. Maybe you paid to get recording done or someone to play your track for you and put it together and they ran away with your money. I don't know what's going on in your music career today, but this is what I want to encourage you in today. Could it just be a redirection? Could that thing that you think is a detour and it came to wipe your music career out or just set you back a few, months or years or whatever, could that thing that you think is so huge that you think came to derail you, could it just be a redirection? Now, I won't dive into it too much today, but I teach house concerts. And the reason that I teach house concerts is because they work. They make income for independent artists. Like myself, it's how I kept my independent music going when I was just trying all of these other things that weren't working. They were showcases and platforms that I was paying to get on and just all this kind of stuff that just took money from me, but it never put any money back in my pocket. And I know that there are online teachings where you can do your music online, but I'm talking about live performances. I wasn't able to do a live performance, show up, make some cash, put it in my pocket, and take it home to help with the groceries or the mortgage bill. And so what I ended up doing was house concerts, and they work. And so I teach them because I believe in them. But I don't want to keep you on here all day. I just want to encourage you to think, is what is happening in my music career today? Is it a detour to knock me off track? Or is it a redirection? And if it is a redirection, I want you to just take a moment and think, where is this new direction going to end up being for me? And how will it help me to be a profitable performer? Listen, that is all I have for you guys on Way Back Wednesday. But you know that I cannot let you guys get out of here without telling you. Get out there, perform, and make some money. Peace.